Hello and welcome back. Helo a chroeso nôl, as we say in Welsh. I've had a lovely day. Rydw I wedi cael diwrnod braf, yn y tywydd braf. Mae llawer o geir ar y ffordd. There are lots of cars on the road. But my car is safe. Are we safe? Let's consider what Thomas Dolby says in the last song, Beauty of a Dream. And Latin Quarter is inside the cassette, so we'll have to make sure whether we find the album, Swimming Against the Stream, their second or third album, their third album on cassette. I was very fortunate to find that. But we're here to complete the album, Astronauts and Heretics. I think we're ready to go. Let's see whether we succeed.
Don't let it go. Once in a while, a girl comes along and opens your heart like a spam tin. Just how long can it take? A bow bends, a bow breaks. And then when it's time to return the key, she'll flash you a smile as she slams the door. But you didn't have to do that to me, to show me just how cruel love could be. Cruel's a show I kinda started before. Listen. These things take time to...
Okay. These things take time. I've just had a message. The phone was on silent, but I've had a message to turn it down. I'll have to shut the door. The beauty of a dream. The beauty of a dream is you don't let it go. You don't ever let it go. I concur 100%. Once in a while a girl comes along and opens your heart like a spam tin. Exhibit A. Just how long can it take? A bow bends. A bow breaks. Is it bow or bow? A bow bends. A bow breaks. And then when it's time to return the key, she'll flash you a smile as she slams the door. So there we, as Reliant K so succinctly put it. The infrastructure of the female mind. Well, they say it, something else about the infrastructure of the complex infrastructure of the female mind. That's a great, great band there, Reliant K, check them out. But Thomas Dolby here is in his absolute AOR cigarette lighter, classy mode. It sounds like the Blue Nile have covered Elton John. And there's a middle way, which is pure Dolby, because he can go flamboyantly fluctuating with his vocal trends. He's showing off. He can't sing, but he feels this as well. He felt it in Neon Sisters, and he's feeling it in this. Because he knows when it's time to return the keys, she'll flash you a smile as she slams the door. But you don't have to do that to me, he pleads, to show me just how cruel Paddy McAloon love could be. And Cruel is a show I kind of starred in before. He wasn't on the Swoon debut album, was he? He turned Prefab Sprout into a smooth, slightly romantic, melancholic train of misgivings. But here he is telling people, listen, these things take time to reach ground zero. Here he goes again. He's playing with me. He's playing with me. Oh, Boisbach, what does he do to me? How does he do this to me? He takes me to a situation of domestic frustration, unrequited love, and its bliss. The wingspan of frustration, and then he drops that line. These things take time to hit ground zero. Change hits so hard, and the world turns so slow. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. Why is he doing this? He's got all these mass messaged mediums of general mistimed knowledge. These things take time, he tells me, and next time you'll know. But the beauty of a dream is you don't let it go. I concur, Tom. I concur. I know exactly what you're saying. I think I have an opportunity to put the music on again. I'll have to close the door. Because even though this cassette is slightly primitive, it can belt out a good volume. So I may have to bring down the levels a little bit. Now, how come a hand as gentle as yours could soften hard nut like this one? A hard nut like this one? Well, it's because it's love. And it's a fatal attraction. It's a marvel to me. I like the word marvel. Marvellous. How marvellous. The way you wrapped my heart up completely. Whenever I roam, I can't seem to find as decent a love as the one I left behind. He's left a tragedy. Keep it slow. Though, for me, girl, I never thought I'd sink in this deep. Oh, darling, I'm sinking like a bug in a peach. That's good. I thought it was hug, but it says bug. Why? Why did I know it was bug? Because I read the next line. In a peach. Peach is on the next line. So I made the correlation. I used my higher reading skills. Thank you. The cars outside, in the meantime, cause chaos. At least there's courtesy. Yes, there's courtesy. I'm not to blame. Let me just state that categorically. I'm not to blame because of the I don't cause the chaos on the roads. A couple of bollards may disagree with me from 2 weeks ago, but that's by the by. Listen, these things take time to reach ground zero. Yes, we've done that. He's saying that again. Oh, Boisbach. Change hurts so good. And the world screams, hello. These things take time, but this time I know that the beauty of a dream is you don't let it go. You don't ever let it go. You don't ever let it go. We won't ever let it go. And I believe in the promises I made you, and I mean to keep them over and over and over again. Boom! There's a cannon for the first 20 years. Boom! There's a cannon for the next. It's a marvel to me. I never thought I'd sink in this deep. Oh, darling, I'm sinking like a frog on a leaf. They do state, to correlate the references in this song, they do state that we are all frogs in a saucepan, boiling very slowly, unable to jump out. Let's try and appreciate the song in light or in dark of this message.
Each ground zero, change hits so hard when the world turns so slow. These things take time. Next time you'll know. But the beauty of a dream is you don't let it go. You don't ever let it go. Now how come a hand as gentle as yours could soften a heart not like this one? It's a marvel to me, the way you wrap my heart up completely. Wherever I roam, I can't seem to find as decent a love as the one I left behind. Keep it slow though for me, girl. I never thought I'd sink in this deep. Oh, darling, I'm singing like a bucket of peach. Listen. These things take time to reach ground zero. Change hurts so good, so very good, and the world screams hello. These things take time, but this time I know that the beauty of a dream is you don't let it go. You don't ever let it go. You don't ever let it go.
Don't ever let it go.
We won't ever let it go. I believe in the promises I made you. And I mean to keep them over and over and over again. Boom! There's a cannon for the first 20 years. There's a cannon for the left. It's a marvel to me. I never thought I'd sink in this deep. Oh, darling, I'm sinking like a frog on a leaf.
It's at the end. What a song. What a song. Marvellous. Completely marvellous. Well done, Tom. Glad we finished that album. We've got there, and what a way to finish. I just want to say, yes, we love the overly ridiculously drum rolls. Phil Collins in the air tonight, drum rolls. But did you hear that guitar? Now, 10 minutes ago I wrote on JP's videos comment section one song that I would have chosen for him to hear, and it was Alexa de Paris, a Prince B-side from the Mountains 12-inch, and there it was. It was talking about Neon Sisters. That was Alexa's sister there, because the guitar, the electric guitar played by, where's the cover? We've lost the cover. Where's the cover? The cover's gone. Oh dear. Is it? It must have been Treadwell. Was it Treadwell who played electric guitar on that? It was, boys, Bacchus Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead. Now, that is amazing, because I've heard one song properly by them, and it's that Terrapin Blues thing. Is it Terrapin Blues? And I love that song, because I heard a live version of that by, who was it? It was by that band Fish. P-H-I-S-H. Fish. And they'd sung it as an encore, probably around the same time as Jerry Garcia's death, and the crowd responding to that song at that certain time was enough to convince me it had credence and was worth tracking down. But I like the Fish version as well, simply because of the crowd's response, because they sang it as a tribute, I presume, in a gig around the same time as Jerry Garcia's death. So that's a great solo. It is over the top. It's like Leyland Sklar, the bassist. He's over the top, isn't he? But in a middle of the road kind of way. Drums, David Owens. Rhythm guitar, Bob Weir. Does he play for Grateful Dead as well? I think he does. It's a Grateful Dead type of song. Although I don't know them. I've heard a couple of gigs by them on the YouTube and tried to get into them, and I like their general vibe, not the drug or overkill vibe, but the laid backness and the creativity and the flexibility. But what's good about this song? It's a 90s anthem, isn't it? It's a firelighter anthem, and it's easily stereotypical, but again it's got a vulnerability in its lyrics, and it describes that wonderful connection between two people, love, in other words, and we don't ever let it go. So it's in memory of Terry Nelson Jackson, the bassist, who passed away just after recording it. And it's a great album. It's a very shiny 90s, early 90s album. I love the cover. Let's put the spotlight on the cover. I love the title. I love the fact that there are references to different scenarios in our crazy life in this world. And Thomas Dolby, like he proved on his 2012 album, still has it. He's always had it. I've got his first album. I like that. He was typecast as a one-hit wonder, wasn't he? And well, you know, I've got the live album as well on vinyl. I'll give that a spin one day, maybe. The one Keith was the Soul Inhabitant vinyl. So thank you for listening. I am a Thomas Dolby fan, despite my misgivings around his general status as a No, he's a good bloke. He's a good bloke. He's a very good bloke. It's just he's made a fortune out of ringtones, isn't he? But that's not nothing to do with his soul and his musical genius. Diolch yn fawr, Thomas Dolby. I've enjoyed that. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye. Enjoy your Saturday night. Mwynhewch eich nos Sadwrn.